Welcome back to another day on the Lorcana pixelborn client. Today, I am wearing my shirt for the 5th and final day in a row, I promise. Still building off the momentum of all the intros. We are playing an aggro bounce deck. And I'm gonna have to research this because I think I may have called another deck aggro bounce. So this deck might get a name change. This deck comes to us from the Discord by Clifford. Thank you, Clifford, for posting the deck. By the time yesterday's video came out and today's video, it's a long day, and so I'm just looking for decks that just move fast, and this is a fast-moving deck. So as a result, some of these videos this week may have been shorter than you were expecting. That's because some of these decks just move very quickly. This deck is no exception. This deck wants to curve out and quest hard. Lilo and Maleficent in the 1-drops for the quest ability. Olaf also down here. It's an interesting include. He is a 1-drop. He can be played, which is great, but he's also inkable. So in the weird games where we just didn't hit these ones, it's nice to have him. And the reason we're running him is if we're running 4 ofs of Lilo and Maleficent instead of 3 ofs, the uninkability is already nuts. We're at 14. I like to be at 10. So some Olafs are in here. Simba's for protecting them. Madam Mim and Madam Fox, or Madam Mim Snake, Madam Mim Fox for bouncing these two to protect them. Pinocchio in here. We just want to curve out and we want to quest quickly. We're also running Maximus. Ideally, we're gonna go turn 1, one of these two. Turn 2, Pinocchio if opponent's not being super aggressive. Turn 3, Doc. Again, they're not being aggressive. Why not? Turn 4, Maximus with the help of Doc. And all of a sudden we got this all-star team just questing for a ton, and now they have to get through Maximus to deal with us. That's the dream. However, the Madam Mims are in here for bouncing to protect our questers. So you want to quest, you want to bounce them, you want to replay them. Just for their own protection. This deck does not want to go into the long game, but we do run a couple of Ursulas just in case we do get to the long game. But let's jump in and see if we can't win a few. Okay, mirror match. And I go second. Okay, great. Good game, opponent. You played admirably. You won the coin toss. I mean, Olaf is probably just ink, right? Yeah, let's just get rid of the 1. Okay, pretty aggressive. But I go second. Makes it tough. I'll see your Maleficent, and I shall too play a Maleficent. Or are you gonna run a Lilo? Hey, hey! I would love for my turn 2 to be a Pinocchio, but that's just not going to happen. Dr. F. Challenger 2, correct? Correct. That's a good one. That support's going to be big. Alright, let's think about this. Quest, play Snake. They can't attack it. Go up to 3. Develop other things. It's too much thinking. It's been a long day. I got a lot to do still. That's why I cleverly played my evasive deck and my aggro deck back to back as games 4 and 5. Or videos 4 and 5. Not so much thinky. Paying for it. I like it. Quest, I'll take it. Let's see, I attack the Dr. F, right? That way when it inevitably attacks back, it also dies. So if I attack the Hey Hey, I take the 1 damage, and then it attacks and they get to keep their thing. Either way, they get to keep something, and I'd rather them keep the Hey Hey, I think. I need to stop doing that. Thinking. I need to save my brain energy. Let's see. We go to the airport at 3 a.m.-ish. We fly out at 5. I have no idea what... I think we land in Vegas around like between 1 to 3 p.m. And then my wife's best friend in the whole world is going to pick us up from the airport. And we're going to hang out with her for the whole day. Then we got to go check into our room. Then I got to get my badges for the work-related thing. It's just a big day. It's just a big day. Singer 5. Probably going to see the board wipe, right? Oh, no, no board wipe. Thought I was playing against Blazer for some reason still. And we were going to see a swords. That's not a thing. What are you singing? How do I want to play this? Mickey's fine, but I think Doc is just a little better. Is it quest? I think this definitely takes you out. Because I still get the trade here. Whoever does the questing, I think I'll just bounce. And then I can replay you. Ah ha ha! Ah ha 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 ha! That's what you get for not thinking! The perfect play! Oh no, not a Dr. F! Whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you return it to your card. Other characters. Okay. Doesn't save himself. Go ahead, attack my Madam Mim. I dareth thee. Oh, healing the damage. I still dare you to attack, though. Because I will destroy you. Oh, do it. Oh, they're thinking about it. I don't think they realize they don't get to keep their Dr. F. He doesn't protect himself. Huh? Huh? This is why I don't play in person. People know exactly what I'm thinking, because I'm just like, do it. Coward. Okay. Really stealing that Dr. F out of this game. Oh, you have your own Jafar. What I need now is a Maximus. Okay. Let's see, a quest for 7 go to 14 and then my board gets destroyed? Now I can't quest with anything because it's just free removal. So let's just win the game this way. It's very slow, but I mean, once I get to 13, the game's over. And it can be faster than that if I can get these guys developed. Opponent's not going to be running removal, so we could pretty much just safely just sit here. Look for whatever you would like. They could be running the Pinocchio that exerts, also the Elsa that can exert. That'll be an issue. It's not what they got, though. So now these guys can heal each other. Still, banished in a challenge, so I can't attack that Cinderella. Not until Dr. F is gone. I mean, could, but it's not profitable. It's not good for me. It's bad for me. Alright, gotta be careful. Opponent could be playing Elsa's. Okay, opponents made themselves vulnerable. Defeat the Dr. F. Defeat the Sydney. Quest. Pay for it. Develop, and the game is gonna be mine. Alright, now I lose Pinocchio and Maleficent, so I'm questing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's victory. That's still victory. Alright, give the opponent the good game. Quest. Let's win with a spellbook. I've never done it before. Okay, Sapphire Ruby. Yeah, I'm still wearing the same shirt. By the time you're watching this video, I will have just gotten home from Vegas. yesterday evening. Okay. Got a curve. I like it. And we're going first. Start by getting rid of the expensive thing. Maleficent. Alright, I got a Befuddle to protect the Maleficent. If they do play nothing, then I got a Cusco. It's not a very aggro deck. Yeah, Popsicle is what I'm expecting to see from them, so should be able to safely jump into Cusco here. Ooh, there's a snake. A slithery snake. Alright, if I can, I'm going to definitely use this Merlin with both of the snake and the fox to refill my hand. All opponent can do is watch as I run for the finish line. Alright, already up to 5 by turn 3. Looking to go up to 10 on turn 4. Come on, deck, give me an Inkable. I guess I don't need one, I got Doc. Oh, you got some targeted removal? Don't concede. This game's too short for a video if you concede right now. Mr. Wild. And they could have popped the popsicle. I may just invest into a Maximus here. And then I can really quest. Alright, opponent's about to get into potential let it goes. It's not very many great targets though. Going for the hero. Will the Nick attack? Yeah, they're looking at it. You're gonna let me draw a card. That's perhaps the best attack I could have hoped for. Bodyguard. Alright, we're gonna give up the Fox, and then I'll just have a potential Mim Merlin if I absolutely need it. Devastating the Sapphire Ruby item control in just a couple of minutes. That's fantastic. Alright, doesn't matter who Nick attacks. They should attack Maleficent so their character survives. I guess they got Flaversham, yeah. That's true. That's true. What am I thinking? I love it. Alright, this is gonna get tough with a goat. Tough for my opponent, that is. Alright, they know I'm at 19 because Merlin's in hand. So they need to wipe my board. This is it. This is the turn for the board wipe though. The downside is, how do they deal with Merlin after he hits the battlefield? They don't, right? Because then they just lose the game. So it's impossible to lose this game unless I disconnect or I throw it on purpose. Because Merlin goat's in my hand. And I have such a huge lead. Yeah, I'll draw another card. Why not? Goodbye, Cusco. Yeah, I'll draw another card. Hello, Cusco. Alright, you guys don't know this, but he just conceded to me after 30 seconds of playing. So we'll see if he sticks around. It's a lot of fox. I do got a snake though, so I can protect this a lot. Oh boy! Time for a Lilo. Yep, just talked about how their deck is got a lot of little characters, got a lot of removal, so for us it's going to be a little challenging. And here they are coming back at me again. I don't want to get rid of another one. Don't think I'm going to get to Simba, actually. We're going to go right into something that doesn't die to their... let the storm rage on? Whatever it is. The 2 damage draw card. I've been playing all day. I am officially exhausted. And I still have to write all of the intros for these 5 videos for the last 5 days you guys watched already. I still need to edit the videos. I still need to have everything uploaded. I have to do the thumbnails for all of them by like 3 a.m. because that's when I leave for the airport. So you're watching this video today, and I'm already home from Vegas. As of right now, I have a long, long day ahead of me. Well, the good news is so far this game is longer than it was in our first game. Okay. That doesn't come out for a while. I think we do just take this down and get our advantage. Might be a little soon for these. And they concede. I'm keeping this in. That's twice now you've quit on me. Ketchup and mustard. I don't know how to say your name. On El Zibu. 1, 2. Technically no turn 3. Could be a snake replay Olaf. Let's get rid of one of the Eudoras. Okay, that's much better. Don't need 2 Cuscos. Alright, couple good targets for the Mim bounce. But I think Rabbit's just better. Ooh, gross. Especially when that happens. Alright, you're just expensive. I like your large butt, but you're just a little too expensive. Not the best opening hand, if I'm being honest. But not bad. Okay, Befuddle. Technically, Befuddle's okay against that, but it's not my favorite play. Because it can replay it and just rush. Here's the question. Do I replay Olaf or do I save it as ink? I think I save it as ink. We're going to trade the Cusco for card draw. Opponent might shift, in which case we're both drawing a card off of Cusco. Aladdin. Okay. Gotta be careful. Could have big Aladdin in the deck. Okay, only I'm drawing a card. Fantastic. That Befuddle keeps coming up. I'll hold it. Simba. Our attacking isn't so attacky, is it? I'm okay to trade Mim for 2 characters if they want to trade that Aladdin. It's too soon for them to shift. Aladdin costs 3, right? Yeah, so Befuddle doesn't hit it. Hades! Getting back the only target it can. Okay, perfect. I got my 2 for 1. That's exactly what I was looking for. Alright, I think we're gonna goat into a Lilo. Quest. I need to try to get to 7. But I also really want Simba to protect Lilo. There goes the big Aladdin. They must have just drew it. Otherwise they wouldn't have attacked. Okay, I'll take it. Another card draw. Another opportunity to get some ink. Man, that's all of the Befuddles. I got all of the Befuddles. I think I play the Simba. They could have a Maui, in which case the opponent's going to get everything they want anyway. I'm gonna bounce the goat. Let's get the extra lore out of it. Instead of it dying and only getting the 1, I'm now getting at least 2, 3, right? 1 when it comes back, 1 when I replay it, 1 when it dies. And possibly a bonus 1 when it quests. Mufasa, don't attack your son! I'm gonna call Child Protective Services on you. Mufasa, no! That's your boy! That's your baby boy! Mufasa, what's wrong with you? Come on, Inkable! I need an Inkable. Let's see. Okay, so I don't actually draw anything off of her yet. So we're actually gonna go straight into Merlin. I actually need my opponent to gain some lore, funny enough. Oh, huh. Let's try to make this a 2-for-1. I think that's a mistake. You should never be attacking with your Mufasa to try to hit something off the top. Like, it can just go wrong. And it's such a big feel bad. Yeah, I'll draw another card. But it still doesn't have any lore, so these Ursulas aren't doing anything. That Queen of Hearts is finally gone. They've been trying to shift into it this whole game. Alright, we'll go goat. We'll bounce it. We'll pass turn. Just waiting for the opponent to finally gain some lore. I definitely want Ursula to replace itself. There is an argument to get at least 1 down, because then it just quests. And that's huge too. There we go. Ursulas are online. Goes an Aladdin. Ursula. Ooh, Spellbook is good. Pass the turn. I don't want Madame M to get attacked, so they can just play a Lady Tremaine and take out Ursula. Thankfully, even with the Queen, they're not technically strong enough to take down Ursula with the other 2 characters. Phooey. Phooey. You had to have it. Alright, opponent probably just won the game with that Maleficent. Phooey. Alright, there's a little bit of a power struggle here. Because whatever I defeat, the Snow White gets it back. Questing for 8, so they go to 17. Let's see, if I quest, go to 11, go to 12, 13 when it quests, 14, 15, just not enough. Alternatively, taking out the Queen does buy me a turn. I do get it back with Snow White, but it does buy me a turn. Well, maybe. I'm not doing all of the math. Now, best I can go to 14. Got a Mufasa back. Nice. Yeah, I think opponent just won this one. Our hand was absolutely awful. This is a deck that wants to win on turn 4. It never wants to be this late in the game. And that's the game. Opponent just quests. Alright. Won't even give him the opportunity to mess with me. Klutz. I like your name. Amber Steel. Oh, going first, but it's gonna be tough. They got a lot of removal. We got a lot of weaklings. Oh, let's see. Can I fill my curve, please? Give me a solid 1-drop. Nope? Okay. Well, this bodyguard's useless now too, isn't he? I has nothing to protect. Queen and a queen. Okay. Ooh, game. Alright. We are playing on difficult mode. No aggro for our aggro deck. Could have been risky, but we maybe could have just got rid of all 7 cards in our hand. Just to look for the Lilos and Maleficents and Pinocchios. Where have you been, young lady? I'm going to, despite the shift, so I can draw the card off Cusco. Right, they shift queen. Simba becomes this all-powerful lion for a second. And then we get to draw a card. Cinderella, Cinderella. Okay, a dock. Alright, Simba probably still attacks though, I'm guessing. Questing. Alright, it's time to get mean. Take out that Simba. Take out that queen. Replay the Lilo. Alright, gotta be careful. Our entire board is entirely weak to grab your swords, and our opponent is a turn away from being able to do it. Attacking with the dock is interesting though. It does kind of tell me that they maybe don't have it. Ah, okay. We're gonna draw some cards. They could probably still have it though. We're gonna take out the dock regardless. Like if my characters are gonna die. Big butt though. You're so good against their stuff, their removal. Alright, I'm gonna keep big butt. That's why you're in this deck. Because you're great against steel. Gonna make you shine. Piglet. It's not a swords. No abilities, okay. Did not remember. Alright, they're gonna have a big Cindy. Alright, big butt. Show them what you got. Good news is we don't need a lot of ink. In fact, 7's our top end, technically, with Ursula. Will I regret not inking Jafar? I don't think so. There goes the fox. Mufasa. Of course. There you are, Ursula. Alright, opponent definitely has the swords. But it's turning into a race. So, funny enough, I'm going to regret the Ursula thing. Right? Because just imagine, I'm going to draw an inkable next turn, and then I would have been able to play Ursula. They can still swords. They have Mufasa. Okay, no more swords. It's just a pure race. And opponent's got a lot of quest power. Alright, I have to win right now. Looks like I lost. I don't have any removal. Yep, that's the game. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Just out of curiosity, if I would have taken out a thing, they'd be at +7. That's still victory, so right, even attacking here. Alright, good game, opponent.